Luther's Small Catechism with Explanation, the Black and Maroon edition, copyright 2017, from Concordia Publishing House.
The ninth and 10th commandments. The ninth commandment, you shall not covet your neighbor's house. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not scheme to get our neighbor's inheritance or house, or get it in a way which only appears right, but help and be of service to him in keeping it. The ninth and 10th commandments. The 10th commandment, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his manservant or maidservant, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not entice or force away our neighbor's wife, workers, or animals, or turn them against him, but urge them to stay and do their duty. Question 88 from the ninth and 10th commandments. What is coveting? Coveting is the sinful desire in our hearts to acquire for ourselves anything that belongs to our neighbor. It is also the desire to draw away from our neighbor for our own benefit anyone who is important to our neighbor, spouse, friends, and so on. 260, Romans 7:8. But sin, seizing an opportunity through the commandment, produces in me all kinds of covetousness. For apart from the law, sin lies dead. And 261, James 4:1-2. What causes quarrels and what causes fights among you? Is it not this, that your passions are at war within you? You desire and do not have, so you murder. You covet and cannot obtain, so you fight and quarrel. You do not have because you do not ask. What does this mean? This is an interesting section, especially as we look at James, why there is strife, why there are quarrels with people. Now, this might be quarrels within a marriage. It might be quarrels among friends. It might be quarrels at work. It might be quarrels at church, whether it's a church meeting or among a board or among people at church. And ultimately pointing to the thing of covetousness. We want something that is not ours. So we fight. We try to fight for it, or we fight against people with this. I find this quite interesting with this, that maybe reverse engineer, and ask yourself the question, if you're fighting with somebody, if you're having a difficulty with something, if you are at odds with somebody, and you want to say you're at a quarrel or you're not at peace, ask yourself the question, what are you coveting? What's the sin that's getting in the way of the peace that you should be having? As a husband and wife, as a father and mother, as a son or a daughter, as a church member. What is getting in the way? And point the finger first at yourself. And I think that's really the use of the law all the time, is that we point the finger at ourselves first and go, I'm broken. Lord, please forgive me. Help me to see my sin. Help me to love my neighbor appropriately. Help me to love others according to your word. Help me to strive for peace. Not peace for the sake of, well, we just don't want to argue. Because sometimes there is animosity because sin is present. So it has to be brought out, and that makes people uncomfortable. I understand that. But to say, I seek peace from Christ, I seek peace from his word, and I want peace in my own personal life, I want peace with my family, I want peace with my congregation, I even want peace with my neighbor. The Lord bless your day as well as your week.